If there's one thing the entirety of the EU4 community agrees with, we all love playing Toll. And nothing says playing Toll as well as Florence does, which is why today we'll be taking it to new extremes. And of course it would not be a Ludi video without doing our estates, boys. Let's go, +1 monthly mana privilege for all 3 estates. Before we give out the advisor cost reduction privileges, we will be getting 1 stability obviously, so we can get our passive prosperity in our country, which eventually leads to 10% dev cost reduction and 25% goods produced modifier. That is a massive economic boost, and the sooner we get prosperity, the better. It's almost a guarantee that the Pope will rival us, but we're not gonna rival them back, not just yet anyway. Instead, we're gonna go for Ferrara, as well as Siena and Lucca, and with a little bit of luck, they might ally each other, so we have a war against both of them at the same time. We also start with a 50% cheaper level 3 advisor, Donatello. Of course, go for this boyo. If you get a Diplo reputation or trade efficiency Diplo advisor, I would prioritize that boy, and morale of armies or discipline also should be prioritized. We're going to be focusing on Diplo points so we can do our first mission, personal diplomacy, for which we need 12 monthly Diplo points and less than 1 loan. Now we got to get 2 alliances within the Italian peninsula, so we're going to give out the religious diplomats privilege to help with getting some allies in the Italian peninsula. Now let's see what alliance options we have. So we have the Italians and Saluzzo. That would probably be the best option, and by Italians I mean the Milanese, of course. Saluzzo is also pretty decent since we can use Saluzzo against Savoy later on. Before we continue, big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. I've been playing it for a while now, and one of the best feelings is taking my epic champions for some PvP in the arena. Raid's currently running an amazing trick-or-treat Halloween promotion where you can win $1,000 Amazon gift cards as well as epic and legendary Halloween champions. All you need is your Raid player ID, head on over to trickortreat.plarium.com, spin the wheel, and get your prize. This event runs until November 5th, and only new players can win a prize, so don't miss out. Also use promo code DKRises and get free items to level your strongest champion all the way to level 50. Click my link below or scan my QR code and get bonuses worth $30, epic champion Tayrul, 200k silver, and more. This really is the best time to start your raid adventure. Now we can do the Italian league that gives us permanent claims on Emilia Romagna as well as Tuscany, so we can attack Ferrara, Lucca, Siena, Bologna from the 11th of December, and we will attack whichever has weaker alliances since we want all 4 of these nations integrated into our country. So just remember that in every game that you have, not just this one, mold yourself on whatever RNG is thrown at you and deal with it accordingly. We also start with 5% professionalism, so we're gonna slacken that because we will be recruiting a free company, and every time you recruit a free company, or better yet, every time you recruit a mercenary company, you lose professionalism. Gonna also get the burger loans and the patronage of the arts so that we have the money for this initial war. Boyashnoki, Rekrutski, Daryago. We're also gonna be building more light ships, but we're gonna keep them here for now since we're gonna be at war with very likely Genoa or someone that has a bigger fleet than us, and we don't want to lose all of our ships from the beginning. Alright, we managed to get an alliance with the Burgundians, which means we'll be able to get a royal marriage with them too. Lucca obviously joined the Genoese Trade League. That is to be expected. Almost 50% of the times, Lucca does join the Genoese Trade League, so if we attack Lucca, we have to fight both Genoa and Lucca. I'm also going to get a royal marriage with the Austrians because I plan on getting an alliance with them whenever that's an option, so I probably will have to improve relations with them a little bit more. When the Shadow Kingdom triggers, I will stay in the HRE for the extra dev cost reduction that it offers. And it is the 11th of December, that means we can do some attacks. First off, I want to say that Siena is insanely easy right here. This is a godsend. We would be able to take Siena and Epirus, and that means we would have a foothold in the Balkans super early on. Here's the thing, right? We have a couple of other options that are pretty good. Ferrara has no allies by contrast, and that means we could easily do the Ferrara war and then focus on Siena. And at the same time, Lucca is in a trade league and alliance with Genoa, which does not have any other allies right now also. If I wait for 1 month, they will get a lot more allies. So my only chance right now is to attack Lucca, Genoa now and get the provinces they have in Italy, because the Genoese provinces in Italy are extremely great from a trade power perspective. 52 trade power from the city of Genoa itself, and from Lucca we get another 13 trade power, ensuring that we would have a long-lasting trade hegemony in Italy from the very first day of the campaign, right? So even though it's going to be a little bit tougher, a little bit harder war, I'm going to be attacking Lucca first, and of course I'll co-belligerate Genoa, bring in the Milanese. Let's pray for some siege pips. Holy snaps, what? 3-3 and 1? That is insane balls, my boys. And that's with just 15 army tradition. That was actually super lucky, boys. Did Ludi get this lucky because of the secret reason? Let's check. Oh, get some manpower cash. I will do my best to finish this war as quickly as possible, because I also want to take the Siena/Epirus alliance out. Oh, Genoa's retreating. Okay. That would have been a lot worse for us if Genoa actually attacked us. Let's also try and get to Genoa before Milan does. They're going to Parma. Oh, perfect. That means we will be able to get the city of Genoa ourselves also. Let's allow attachment for the Milanese units. And let's get the royal marriage with it, the Burgundion. Times of need indeed, my boys. Let's go for Administrazione. I'm going to give objective to Milan to siege down the city of Genoa. Maybe this way they will help me siege this. And it seems like the answer is no. They're not. They're just sitting there. Can you actually do something for once? Let's get a spy network. It should give a little bit of siege ability, but obviously it's not too much. As expected, Ferrara did get an alliance. This time it's with Lanchet, which likely will form Bavaria. So that's going to be a bit of a tougher war when I do decide to go to war with Ferrara. If you guys want to get this particular save game, you can get it on my Patreon, or if you become a channel member, all the links in the description if you're interested. And if you don't have the means, that is 100% okay, guys. I just want to put it out there that the simple fact that you guys watch my videos really helps me out so much, and I cannot express in words how much it means to me. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, it really does help out a ton. But if you still don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I'm totally cool with it. I'm not going to silently judge you. I promise I probably will. Thinking about you not subscribing at 2 a.m. in the morning. Why? What am I doing wrong? Why is he not subscribed yet? Fall at 17%, 21. Let's go 28%. Luca, can you freaking fall already? Come on, god schnapple doopy. 35. Come on. Can I not get a break once? Like, you know, a super quick siege. 414 days, bro. Seriously? Fall at 7%. Fall for Papa Ludi. Do it. Come on, Genoa, fall already. A mere 895 days for Genova to fall. Is it very nice? And take Alibengo. Schmogog. Wait, did we stack wipe them? We stack wiped them. Oh, schnaggity doogity googity goo. I'm very happy. Why does Milan? No! Milan, you bastards. I hate you. Oh, dude, are you kidding me right now? This is so pepega. Problem is that because we did not take all 3 provinces here, Genoa is going to be a problem, and they likely will join in any potential coalition that will trigger, so it's not good. Now, for Lucca, if we go for the full annexation, it is going to be a small little bit of a coalition. However, if we go for a vassalization, it's going to be significantly less nations in that potential coalition. Plus, Lucca as a vassal is not really that bad, so I am going to be vassalizing them for now. Buyashnoki, our first vassalski, and of course, Ferrara allied the Papal States also, so whenever I fight the Pope, I have to fight half of Italy, essentially. Oh, let's not forget to get the alliance with Austria. Gonna get those kangaroos over here.
Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
Oh, Milan, you're not keeping the alliance? Is it because I promised you stuff and I didn't give? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. It's all good. We replaced Milan with a better version of Milan, Mantova. And it's time for the second war, this time for Africa. I mean, Epirus. Make sure we consolidate our boyos before we go into battle. Ciao, Armata di Siena. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get my units to Epirus. I think they have a bigger fleet than me. I also missed a golden opportunity of expanding into Savoy, which just got excommunicated because I don't have the province of Albenga. If I had it, I would be able to actually expand into Savoy, but you know, it is what it is. I actually forgot that Siena also has a fleet, so I'm basically landlocked now. I have to get military access all around the entirety of the world to get to Epirus, boys. And because we have so many extra mana points, we likely will be the first nation to get all 3 of the initial technology 4 levels. It's really vital that you have the Protect Trade Edict enacted in all of your provinces and the Genoa node, your main trade node, since that is going to fuel your economy. And remember that one of the biggest income sources you're going to get as Florence is going to be your trade. By calling in Saluzzo into the war, they got the military access for me via Milan, because before Milan and Ferrara would not give me military access under any circumstance because they hate my guts. So use that in your wars. Whenever you cannot get military access through a country, call in allies. Sometimes your allies might have better relations and might be able to get you those military accesses. Oh my god, bro, no freaking way. The Ottomans just declared war on them. I had to get military access through 5 different countries in order to get here, only to find that the Ottomans are sieging down Arta. What a grand waste of time, dude. Let's get back home in that case. It's not really that many nations in a coalition. It's literally all of the Italian miners except my allies. So it's not many, guys. It's not many nations in a coalition against us at all. And yeah, let's get the strong duchies now, since we have 2 vassals, as well as let's seize more Kron lands, and we got rebels to kill in Genoa. Nice. Since we have brand new Republican reforms, we got a lot of choices to go for. I am gonna go for the manpower, since I will need extra manpower to fight my early on wars. I've replaced my alliance with Mantova with an alliance with Savoy for a couple of reasons. First off, I want to get less aggressive expansion with Savoy and Venice, both of which I've allied, and I will be using this as an opportunity to attack Milan as well as everybody else in central Italy. And by killing everybody else except Savoy and Milan means that because they're my allies, they get less aggressive expansion. It's a big brain move, okay? It's a long-term play here. My target is going to be Bologna, so I'm not actually going to take anything from the Pope just yet, which is why I'm not calling in any of my allies. I should be able to handle a few Popo units here. Poponarius. And as expected, Savoy now borders us. I did get that alliance, so I cannot attack him even though they're excommunicated. Not a big deal. Plans have changed. Instead of attacking Savoy, I'm focusing on central Italy. Like I always say, guys, focus on whatever you need to focus on and mold yourself on your RNG. Don't expect every game to be the same as the previous one. Wait, how come I only have 82% war score against them? I fully sieged them down. Oh, they still have the province in Avignon. I forgot about this one. They still have a fort, boys. All right, no worries. We're just gonna go for humiliation because we want to increase our PP. We also go for trade power and whatever money we can get from them. That should be fine. 128, 127. I guess we could have gotten a little bit more money if we took the province of Avignon, but I'd rather be out of this war. The sooner the better. And considering that Bologna is not gonna make a great vassal, I'm just gonna fully annex them. So now, because we have quite a little bit of aggressive expansion, we will have to chill, and then after we've lowered our aggressive expansion a little bit, we'll be attacking Ferrara and attacking the Pope with a proper Conquest CB, as well as I'm gonna be getting my claims on Naples, which it seems is allied to Ferrara. Okay, that's perfect in that case. Means I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I was expecting the Pope to actually excommunicate me, so I'm ready for it, not to fear. I'm just gonna spend some money, buy indulgence, and then I get rid of the excommunication. There you go, we got a loan so we can get the indulgence, and 1 month passes. Bye-bye, no more excommunicado. The single biggest exploit as a Catholic nation. Use the money, boys. My next target's gonna be Milan, but here's the thing. I don't really want to take all of Milan right now because it would be too much aggressive expansion, so I'm gonna give it to my allies, Venice and Savoy, both of which have interest in Milan. I feel like Venice might want to annex Mantova too. Yep, they sure do. Let's give it to the Venetians in that case, and let's see if they want to take the city of Milan also then. I doubt it though. Nope, they do not want to take it. Venice does not want it. How about Savoy? Does Savoy want to take... Oh, this is occupied by Venice? What? Wait, Savoy doesn't want any of Milan? Wow. Okay, that's a sudden change of opinion. Interesting. I'm just gonna take Parma for myself. I guess my plan didn't work as well as I expected it to go. I'm getting transfer trade power, war reparations, and humiliation as well. And I'm only taking Parma because I need it for my mission. I'm not taking too much money because most of this is not gonna go to me. It's gonna go to my alliance members. Let's give out the nobility integration policy since we started integrating Lucca. As our first idea said, we'll be going for plutocratic because it offers both military bonuses as well as was economic ones, including an extra merchant and goods produced, plus dev cost reduction and caravan power. So for us, you know, we're a trade power mainly. It is the best idea set to go for first. Next up, it's time for the war against Ferrara. We're calling in Burgundy and Saluzzo, and our main target is gonna be actually Naples, not Ferrara itself. Oh my god, finally the Shadow Kingdom freaking happened, dude. I've been waiting for this for so freaking long. Normally what I recommend is you wait until this triggers and most of the Italian countries leave the Holy Roman Empire. Looks like the agenda summoned itself. Let's go for Bologna Production 6. And we got sack of Napolitana. All right, interesting. Sounds like our troopers were a little bit rowdy in the south of Italy, weren't they? Ah, ya bastards. Y'all gonna die, all of ya boys. I'm not even gonna reinforce that. I'm sure 100% confident we're gonna win it. We got like 3 times the troops because of my Burgundian boys. And I think this is the entirety of the enemy alliance army, isn't it? That was the entire... No, it wasn't. They still have 9,000 somewhere. Oh, that's Landshut's units. What's happening with Landshut? I asked Burgundy to take care of them. Looks like they ignored that and Landshut sieging Burgundy down. And we get to choose between staying in the HRE or leaving the HRE. I'm gonna stay in the HRE because I'm allied to the HRE Emperor. I don't get the debuff. I think I'm the only nation in the HRE in Italy now. Yes, that is correct. Me and my vassal, everybody else left. So that means it's considerably less aggressive expansion. Hold up a second. What the schnapps is happening in Spain? Castile almost killed off Aragon, and Aragon has a Habsburg on the throne. Okay, that's one of the weirdest things I've seen in a while. We might get a little bit of a bigger coalition than expected from taking the southern tip of Italy, but it's worth it because now with the south taken out, we have access to the Balkans first off, and aside from that, we also have access to the Sicilian parts, so whenever we get the chance to attack Aragon, we will take that chance. But right now they're allied to the Habsburgs, to Austria that is, so we have to give it a little bit of time and see what happens. It does mean that we cannot take anything from Ferrara since we'd be in a massive bit of trouble. So as consequence, we're just gonna cancel their alliances. I was spot on. The Venetians did attack Ferrara as expected since I canceled all of Ferrara's allies. And if I'm a little bit lucky, they fully annex Ferrara, in which case it's gonna make it easier for me to just take all the stuff from Venice in the Venetian War. Ah, dude, for real, Burgundy fell in a union with the Austrians. I was really hoping that I would get the union, but yeah. Well, feels Pepega then. At least on the bright side, Ferrara is now completely gone. Hey guys, check this big brain move out over here. So, I'm 1 month away from integrating Siena, and I'm gonna be selling them some of my galleys here, 2 galleys, which of course, I will be integrating in a month, so I'm basically getting back the 2 galleys, and I'm getting 10 ducats for free. Booyah schnokodokes, boys, booyah schnokodokes. Let's get a claim on Aragon, since I want to attack them for the islands next up. And we also managed to get faceting in Siena, giving us 0.5 goods produced and trade value plus 15% until the end of the game. Plus we got gems in here now. And let's also lower the autonomy. Every time you integrate a subject, the provinces of that subject have 60% autonomy, so you want to lower that to, you know, 0. Well, would you look at that, the Austrians would not join in the war of the Aragonese, which is great because I'm going to be attacking them. Even though they're still allied to my other ally of Savoy, not having to fight my main ally of Austria would be a pretty big bonus, and having them cancel that alliance with Austria is an even bigger bonus. So let's use that to our advantage here. I'm also going to be attacking them in a mountain province. I know it's not the smartest thing, or sorry, forest province. And I'm also going to use this opportunity to start my golden era. I'm starting this a little bit early since it is going to help me out a little bit in the early part of the campaign, and I'd rather use it now in the 1400s when I desperately needed to scale up and to basically quickly unify the Italian peninsula rather than use it later on when I'm already super strong. But this is of course highly situational, and in most games it depends. In most games I actually use it in the 1500s, just trying something new today, let's say. And a brand new leader for our nation. The Medici does supply a lot of great leaders. 645 is insane when you think about it. When most republics get 114 and then they work work their way to get a 666 in the long run. Very short war with Savoy. My interest is, of course, Aragon, so I'm not going to waste too much time fighting the Savoyans. Excuse me, what, France? How did they get this province? Well, hold on a second here. France demanded and received Abruzes from Aragon with the threatened war interaction. And I'm glad to see that Austria inherited Burgundy. You know why? Because now I have 3 major countries around me that I'm going to be able to play around with. I'm going to be toying with the Austrians and the French, and I'm going to be pitting them against each other to, you know, fulfill my own goals, because I do want stuff from the French, like freaking Abruzzi, which for some reason they want it, and I'm also going to take this bit here, which belongs to my trade node, the Genoese trade node. Oh dang, they got a 3-star general. What are the pips on this boyo? 5 shock and 5 fire. Holy crap. That still didn't save his ass from getting Stack and Vapenica rimmed. And now it's time that we go and siege down the Aragonese lands, my boys. Let's get military access through the French ski. To be fair, the main reason we did stack wipe them is because we have 4.4 morale because of all these juicy modifiers compared to the 3.3 that the Aragonese have, significantly less than us. That's also why they're scared schnipple-less. They're not even coming in from Messina into the rest of the Italian peninsula. I swear sometimes I feel like this game has some hidden modifier to make sieges last longer for me. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it really feels like that sometimes. Excommunicated, of course! Why wouldn't we get excommunicado too? And just to point out how great of a position we have right now, guys, I'm pretty much 19 years ahead of tech, 45 innovativeness already, and we just got our second idea set. It is going to be trade ideas, obviously. You might be thinking, why didn't you go economic so you can play toll? Of course, I will take economic also, but I will be using a lot of admin points to core up all of Italy first off, so I'm going to need the admin points, and second off, I need trade because I am a trade power, and I don't have extra merchants from trade companies and from colonies like the Western nations have. I will eventually get some trade companies, but a little bit later on, so until that point, I need the merchants from trade ideas, and then as a third idea set, I will be going for economic. Alright, after another 1,000 billion years, we got the rest of the stuff, so now we can enforce our deal. We're gonna take all of the island and 17 ducats apparently too. Sure. Actually, that's really good. Holy snaps. That's almost nobody in a coalition despite doubling in freaking size. I like that. I really like that. So that means I'm going to be getting ready to attack Milan. Oh, what? Come on, Venice. Really? You attacked them before me? Oh, man. This changes things here. If we're lucky and they don't fully annex Milan, we might be able to vassalize Milan afterwards and feed back the cores that they have on Venice. Let's see. And what a great time for the horrible Pazzi conspiracy to start, am I right? Gonna be hanging these boyos here, and as consequence, the next time we re-elect a ruler, it will not cost any Republican tradition. So it's pretty good, all things considering, I guess. Savonarola rises. Basically, this is technically a disaster, and based on the outcome of this particular disaster, Bonfire of the Vanities, we can become a theocracy, which for multiplayer is actually not so bad. But we're not gonna become a theocracy. We're gonna get our Medici back, and we're gonna follow a specific set of events in order to get those Medici's back. The Pope condemns Savonarola, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with the Pope is heretic version, which is gonna lead us down to the path to restore the Medici. Well, on the bright side, we can now attack Milan, and we can vassalize them because they have 2 provinces. There's gonna be fairly low amount of aggressive expansion. Only 22 aggressive expansion. That means very few nations in a coalition against us. And voila, boys, we got back our Medici 645 back in control ski. That is because we always chose the Medici option during the disaster rather than the theocratic one. Cede Pavia. Okay, under normal circumstances, I would say no, but considering that Milan has a ton of provinces after I feed them all of the Venetian provinces, I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna take this for myself. It does mean I have to core it for myself also, so I'm losing 61 admin points, but I feel like it's worth it since this is 16 development, and it would take me a while to integrate Milan as it is. What the frack just happened, dude? France diplo-vassalized Saluzzo when I wasn't looking, and they ate all of Savoy. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a massive war with the French, aren't I? Alright, boys, we can do our peace deal, 115 to 113, but we have a small coalition. But let's face it, we don't care about small coalitions, do we? We never care about that. Plus, we can now do a couple more missions since we have this and most of the Po Valley. Wait, what? Naples is independent? Oh my lord. I am gonna prioritize the French first because I have a feeling they might ally the Ottomans if I don't attack them right now. When the Ottomans finished their war with the Venetians. So let's go Albenga and Nice as our 2 war targets. And I know I butchered both of those names. I'm proud of it, kinda. Okay, semi proud. Let's look at the map here. Well, that's pretty much half of Europe against France. Good luck, France, with that. And because I don't want the Neapolitans to get more alliances, I'm gonna attack them too. I'm gonna have to finish the Neapolitan war first, I guess. So I'm just gonna use my mercenary company in the south here. Okay, that's weird. It should be 100 for the peace offer, considering that I'm fully annexing Naples. Oh, snaps! Naples has Roussillon. How? Did they get this in the independence war from Aragon then? Oh my god, Aragon is a 1 province minor. Oh god, look at this. Look at this. I think I can even diplo-vassalize them, can I not? Yes, I could actually, as long as I improve relations. I just decided I'm gonna be YOLOing it, and I'm gonna be attacking the Papal States too, whilst I can. I'm taking advantage of the fact that Castile is in my war. This way, they're not gonna help out the Papal States, and in the Papal States war, I just have to fight Aragon, the 1 province minor as well. And since I want to make this a super fast war, I did barrage and I am assaulting Rome. Rome fell in 10 days, boys. That's it. Only 10 days for Rome to fall ski. We're gonna let the Papal States keep the city of Rome, since I don't want to get the negative modifiers just yet, and I cannot form Italy just yet either. But we're taking a big chunk out of the Papal States, and this is gonna significantly improve our economy. I mean, we basically have all of Italy after we got the war with the French done, and well, we kind of still need Venice. You know what? For the time being, we're just gonna consider Venice not a part of Italy, okay? For the purposes of not making the thumbnail clickbait. I'm only taking 3 provinces from the French, and I already have half of Europe joining in that coalition. I'm not gonna be able to take Saluzzo, so I'm gonna cancel their vassalage of Saluzzo then. Or actually, I could make Saluzzo my vassal, transfer vassal from the French. I can actually deal with this coalition rather than the other one, since the other one had Muscovy and Poland also. This one basically has the HRE, and I get Saluzzo, so win-win situation, right? By the way, if you're wondering how come I've got this interaction, it's because I got the transfer subject age bonus only available in the first stage. Let's also give back lands to the Castilians, because they did actually help quite a bit. I didn't really get that much money from the war, only 249 out of 1,700. Most of the money went to Castile and Austria, but still super worth it, because now we basically have the entirety of Italy minus the Venetian lands, and it's only 1497. We're making bank, and I'm going to use this particular save game to show you guys 2 things. First off, how to deal with coalitions that are massive, like pretty much all of Central Europe in my case, and also I'm going to use it as my template for the economic guide that will be updated to 1.34, and I will be explaining trade, production, everything you need to know about it. Once we reach 10,000 likes, and if we get 10,000 likes in the first week, then I'll do a second part for this where we continue the campaign also. I kind of wanted to continue my previous version campaign for Florence because it was really great, but it's an older version, and sadly there's massive changes between the 2 versions now, so it's not really playable anymore. But if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love my England video up next. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.